All right, welcome to One Message in a Bottle Tarot. My name is One, and I am your spiritual advisor. Hello to all of my beautiful messengers in your respective places. I thank you ahead of time and appreciate everything you do so much. Liking my videos, of course, sharing my content, leaving your comments. I'm always tickled and pleased at what you have to say, and I enjoy connecting with you as well. Thank you so much, especially for your support on Patreon with your monthly donations, signing up for the extended videos, and just tipping in general for a good reading or paying it forward with your video requests. You are allowed to please continue to leave those. All right. It's your show, basically. You call it, and that's what we talk about. If you're new here, you're welcome to stay and join the gang. We'd love to have you here. So go ahead and tap in and subscribe. You never know what we'll be getting into. And hit the notification bell so you are made aware every time I upload new content. All right. You want to show some love up front and you like my voice, like the video. All right. Yeah. Somebody likes my voice or likes your voice. Here, let's get into Venus RX, which is Venus in a retrograde. Okay, I feel it's bursting a lot of people's bubbles. That's the intuitive message that I have and heard. Bursting your bubble. Venus in retrograde, bursting your bubble. It's like sliding or moving through Capricorn or something like that. I'm not really into the astrology, but I know the basis of it's because half of my chart placement is in Taurus. All right, Venus rules Taurus, and Taurus don't really do too much rah too much emotional. Then I'm a air sign. All right, sun. So yeah, I'm having a moment. All right, that's all I know. It's making me have a moment, especially we had the solar eclipse and all of this energy, the planets aligning. It's like 5 planets that's like in a straight line. It's a lot going on. It's pressure. Is what I'm hearing emotionally. All right, for the collective, there is pressure. All right, to figure out what it is and to understand. Okay, have an understanding of what the fuck it ain't. Period. All right, so it's definitely hitting home for me. I feel like you're not really able to really delude yourself or play yourself when it comes to various relationships in your life, people in their respective places and how they deal, interact, and treat your soul, treat your heart here. um it's as sensuous as Venus is, whatever it's aligning up with, or however, it is still potentially vital. It could be, and it's also Sagittarius season, so it's rash reactions, jumping to conclusions, kind of leaping before you look, acting without thinking it all the way through. Everything is passion and emotion, and I feel like a little bit of aggression and a little bit of pressure. Okay. And bursting your bubbles, and bubbles are bursting, illusions are bursting, facades are bursting, egos are bursting here. Okay, these ideals, these illusions, or whatever story you've told yourself about that one person, people, places, or things that you are unable to disconnect from, all that is is being shattered. Okay, but it's a especially sensitive time for couples also. So what I'm hearing is the general advice is kind of give it a minute. All right, the plan is still gonna do what it's gonna do, baby, and if it ain't meant for you, it's gonna move on out the way and transition. But I'm just hear me out, listen, slow to speak. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of people ain't doing it because, again, it's Sagittarius season. So it's like, I got to get this off my chest. I'm going to say how I feel, like feelings, lots of blood, passion, fire, pushing that. And maybe even those earth signs out of your comfort zone here. Okay. I want to get some overall, the themes for the collective. I'm going to pull the Amenti Oracle. Mm-hmm. That's that twin flame energy here. Yes. For the collective, listen to opposing opinions. Hold that right there. Unity does more work than division here. Okay. I see a lot of disappointment in familial community and also singular partnerships here. I see a lot of disappointment there. And I'm finding it in the book. One moment. You may feel like in certain relationships that people may not really be listening to you, at least with depth or presence. It's the energy of people just kind of skimming the pages, all right, of your soul, of your emotions, but uh not really listening, not really grasping here. Okay, I can't find the page. Yeah, I feel like it's an energy of being too rigid in your beliefs, so much so that you possibly miss boats, you miss opportunities for things that will enlighten you, things that will um, help you to be a better person, to love. All right, a lot of people are leading with their shadow energy to the detriment of others, to where it could be toxic for connections that you are in, because it's an energy of, at the end of the day, are you able to really be reasoned with here? Okay. Are you able to see reason, and are you able to be present and um, listen to different viewpoints when it's presented to you, especially in loving connections, okay, in partnerships here. This is definitely for this deck, like my two of cups, all right, two of flame, soul flame, all of that, all right. So this is especially hitting and love here. You may be in a connection where one person exists more or walks in their higher self, and the other person in their lower, and it can be toxic. They say in there is a saying somewhere. Excuse me, it's the incense going strong, baby. It smells good though. Yeah, somebody may even be just allergic to enlightenment, and allergic to transmuting to their higher self. Okay. Um, but it's taking a toll on the connection here. What else is this for the collective? First in your bubble. All right. Somebody telling you about yourself. Somebody may have held back and finally let you understand, or gave you an understanding of how you are showing up in this connection, or how, or you are seeing how you are showing up in different connections with others, and you're realizing that, this ain't it. This ain't it. Maybe there is something to whatever is being told to me or advised to me. A lot of you, many of you are in connections where you, the balance, thank you for reminding me that, because I almost forgot that. The balance, it is so unbalanced. It's kind of a, they love me not, they love me not. All right, thank you. Bad morals, is that what it say? Corrupt, bad morals corrupts good company. Okay, or something. That's kind of what this is giving here. And you love them so much. Some of you are in relationships where you felt like you could really love your person into their ascension, love that person into their growth, to their transformation. You know, you felt like you had enough. Like I'm hearing Janae, like I love enough for the both of us, but you don't. Okay, that's why I say a lot of times when you have uh, when you are of the light and you have positive attributes, going into the sea, that it's easier for darkness to overcome the light than the light to overcome the darkness. And I feel like in certain connections, you realizing that you are the thing that may be dimming somebody's light or draining somebody's energy, or vice versa. You're realizing that in others, all right, and determining that you need to release them. Okay, it's giving a lot of it's also giving codependency, but what is the need for codependency if you are not going to listen? All right. What else is this for the collective? Person in your bubble, Venus and RX. What is the energy behind the words you speak? That says, I speak with sincerity. All right. A lot of you aren't being honest. Okay. As you think you are, is what I just heard. You aren't being as honest as you think you are. Okay. And that's also the problem. Okay. I also feel like some of you may even reject truth, reject authenticity, reject sincerity, reject some of, I don't know. There are some energies out here that are so toxic that when they encounter love, it almost hurts. You know what I mean? It almost, I don't know, it's like a shock to their system or something like that. They may know and kind of get an inkling and understand that it's love, but they're automatically mistrustful of it also. When you try to show them love, when you try to show them light, lead them, all right, maybe out of some distortion or distorted type of thinking, they feel like you have motives or ulterior reasonings behind getting them to see reasoning, so everybody can move forward here. A lot of you aren't being honest about your mental health, honest about your heart, honest about your history, honest about what you need. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know. Everybody wants to bother me while I'm at work. And like if I keep hanging up on you, why do you keep calling? All right. Yes. Many of you, you have to start being honest about your head in your head. What's going on in your heart? You. How can anybody help you if you're not moving in sincerity? You say you want help, but why is it such a rebellion? Why is it such a struggle? Okay. Why are you rejecting? Okay. What you really don't know. Okay. All you know is how you've always been. All right. But if you're saying you want to do better, you want to be better, all right, then when you say that, mean that. A lot of you say that, but then when you receive that, it's so abrasive to you. Look at that. I respect the properties of others. I really feel that. I really feel this. I really feel this. Fighting ascension, fighting growth, fighting. I feel like a lot of you are realizing that people around you have ill intentions. It has been the season of uh, people you may even know, people that you may even be close to. This is a lot of setup energy here. You're realizing that people don't have respect for not only you, your autonomy, your mind, what you bring to the table. They don't just society in general, okay, is what we're seeing here. People don't have a respect for people in general, people's businesses. There are a lot of thefts. There are a lot of break-ins here. You've seen a lot of, especially black women. I mean, I can't even count every time we turn on the news. All right, people seeing others as property, and if you view someone as your property and then you're disrespecting that, or you're deciding to do away with that, okay, lack of respect here. Some of you understand that. I feel like some of you are either in some locations or around some people. You've probably been advised like you need to move, you need to do something else. Some of you are not listening to sound reason, and you need to do that, because whatever area you are in, you are very vulnerable, okay? One thing I will say about listening to opposing opinions, it's good to get advice from people who have done it and who have been there before. Worse than people who have not manifested or who have not went through that, okay? Also, or this is you not respecting the property of others, not respecting the autonomy of others, or speaking sincerely, or being, being the toxic one in your connections here, okay? Or this is you. All right. If you want to go in a cycle with Benjamin for 5 more years, stop dragging your friends down the rabbit hole every, like saying that you're gonna do that, and end up not doing that, end up not respecting yourself. Give me masculine love themes for Venus RX. And so for some of you masculines, you don't, I mean, it's a lot of women should be seen and not heard out here. I'm definitely seeing, but you're saying at the same time you want a partner. Love is not domination. Is not. I mean, it's a cool little game. You can, if you want to play, a game on the weekend or something. But in general and in relationships, no, love is not domination. And to that, you can do all of that without having to do all that or apply a certain kind of pressure. You understand what I'm saying? True dominance isn't a force. It's just it's a presence. It's respect. It's I don't know. I can't describe. You either have it or you don't. But those that do, it's like you don't have to do all that. You just are. And what you put forward is respect and given willingly without you having to, thank you, Spirit, overexert yourself or feel like you have to have some pseudo societal man. Like, this is me being a man. Like, I don't know. I mean, I do know. But I don't know what your homeboys told you, or what your daddy who ain't never had a steady relationship. You're getting a lot of false information. You're getting a lot of people that aren't speaking to you from with sincerity, because a lot of you get advice from people that aren't healed themselves. They're still operating out of a distorted nature. So what can they tell you? What kind of advice can they give you if they haven't lived that and done that themselves here? And you're figuring that out. All right. You're figuring out the lies that you were told that kept you out of quality relationships here. All right. I also feel that for some of you that did not respect whatever of others, okay, property, and somebody's property could be their person. Okay. It's a lot of not respecting of persons and property. For those of you that violated that in any kind of way, that energy is definitely going to be, it's going to come full circle here. Please know that. All right. This Venus and RX energy is all about mirroring, a mirror, a reflection. Okay. And I've been saying this for the past couple of readings, that grief you cause, that heartache you cause, or vice versa, however someone did you, that will be reflected back to them in this period, but with force. This is with force. This is with dominance. Okay. In relation to you, not you exercising it over another person. Okay. So again, I said some people like myself feel if I've been crying like a motherfucker. I don't like crying. Okay. First of all, I'm a Geminite. All right. Second of all, I'm a tourist. It's like I got shit to do. I ain't got time to, but you will be confronted. You will be faced with yourself and the falsehoods in yourself, and realizing how you played yourself not reason. Okay, give me the love aspects surrounding Divine Masculine and Venus RX for 2021. Yeah, some of you just need to, some of you need to stop. Again, and not speaking with sincerity, lying so damn much. That's what I heard. I don't know, somebody. There's some couples out there going through it, but I hear some girl asking them, like, why are you lying so much? Just say, it is what it is. All right. If paradise for you is being with multiple people, having multiple people, on a string here, telling everybody this and this and that, basically lying, and then wondering why wondering why you're experiencing challenges, or why this or that went left, or why your world went upside down. This is it here. A lot of masculines are experiencing challenges, not only in their relationships, but also in their family and financial life, for how they dealt with others here. Okay. If you're a person that likes multiple people, you need to say that. Somebody asks for forever from multiple people. You say you want happiness, joy, playfulness here. You want love, all right? Some of you, y'all done went through so many people looking for who you ain't finna listen to anyway. Does that make sense? Stop asking for something that you're not ready for. Give me feminine energy, Venus and RX here. Love, right? Venus RX for feminines, please. Yep. You're taking a lot of, I feel like a lot of feminines here are really taking an axe, taking it, yep, bottom of the deck here. Not enough with this love mask. Taking a hammer, taking an axe to the illusions, to whatever you were told, all right? Some of you are realizing that you are just a key on a key ring of some of these masculines here, and you're no longer deluding yourself about that. You're seeing the lies, you're seeing the holes in their story. Okay, you're realizing that this person really doesn't respect you, respect what you bring to the table. They may even have a history of just not respecting others in general. Okay, not showing true feelings, hiding, pretending, deluding, gaslighting. Okay, I feel like you keep saying enough is enough, but you spin the block many times with this person. Okay, a lot of you masculines are in these connections. Yeah, on masculine side, it's basically love and lust and all this, but spirit is calling you to make healthy choices. A lot of this is wanting your cake and eat it too. It doesn't work like that. Divine Feminine, the runner, the mirror. Yes. For a lot of you masculines, again, you are realizing you miss out on a lot of connections because, again, being used to dealing with one particular type of energy, feminines or whoever this is, and you introduced to something new, and instead of accepting that and being open to that something new, you went back to what you were familiar with. Some of you have it's not pull out game, but it's just like no control over yourself. You're just open to any vessel that will receive you. It shouldn't be like that too much. Some of you really need to go on a hiatus. Some of you need to go be celibate, all these things, because whatever and whoever you're trying to move towards, especially if it is a lot of feminines are turned off. I'm feeling you in general just may be turned off and fed up by people's illusions and the games and the back and forth trying to get somebody to do and be right, especially in relationships, okay, intimate relationships. But again, this could be job, wherever, but for connections, yes, one of you is constantly the chaser, the other is constantly the runner, and now everything is going to be flipped and turned on its head. All right, some of you are in danger of possibly losing one of the most beautiful connections that you've come across, simply because either you don't respect men, or honestly you don't respect women, and I don't know how that goes. Maybe you finally encounter a connection that helps you do that. It turns your life upside down here. All right. Yes, I see karmic energy here from karmic relationship. A lot of you are in narcissistic, um, vampire, incubus, succubus relationships. Okay. Some of you have married these people, all right, or want to marry these people, or ending marriages with these people here with this karmic relationship, date, wedding rings, coffins, girl with the snake. A lot of, I feel a great awakening of feminine energy. Um, Dudes like to complain all the time, like, "Oh, a girl gonna use you. She gonna want this, she want that." But a nigga will use a girl too. Yeah, will you? Yeah, will. You will, especially energetically. Especially, you will rely on her doing all the heavy lifting and doing all the, everything that's supposed to be done, especially emotionally and righteously, and use that as an excuse for showing up at 25%. All right. And for those of you that are financially well off, you feel like that 25%, even with the money, you feel like that's 100%. It's not. Like, it's not. I feel a lot of marriages and connections ending because one partner is just tired of doing the work. So it's like, oh, you expect me to do the work, and while I'm doing the work to keep all of this together and maintain the righteous end of this connection, being faithful here, you're not even, I see a lot of messages and DMs and texting and going out of town, this and that place with different people that are not the person, cheating basically here with people that are not, for a lot of you, again, you was chasing them and they were running, vice versa here. And some of you finally will be, coffin card, closing the door, understanding exactly what this is, and stop deluding yourself into what you want it to be here. For some of you, it will trigger this person into changing. For others of you, you will just move on and get a new person here. What is this shadow energy here? I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Parasite. You're realizing, I believe, overall here that many of your relationships, okay, or many of the people that you are entertaining are here for what they can take, and I'm hearing absorb from you rather than what they can give to you, okay? With the Sagittarius season, some of you also, and the holidays coming up. Again, I see it's a lot of proposals and things that is definitely in the atmosphere. But also check the temperature of the room, as we like to say. Okay, check the temperature of the room, check the climate, the real climate. Understand the devils that you are dancing with. All right, knowing that person, what do you know of that person? What is your history of that person? Okay, apply this everywhere, not only in family and work relationships, but we're talking about intimacy right now. All right, what is this person's history with you? That doesn't go away. A motherfucker can be on their best behavior for a long time if they real committed, depending on what their objective is here. Okay, see, you see how that card flipped? All right, some people have that. They have that switch where they flip and they black out. You have to be careful of that. But if a person's objective is to be a parasite, a parasitic energy in your life, whatever they're sticking around for, whether it is finances, sex, love, home, house, all of that here, then they can be on their best behavior for an extended period of time. Okay, but I'm telling you, once some of you give in, once some of you give in here, because it is giving a desperation. There are a lot of feminines in relationships where people have told you red flags about these people, warning signs and all that, and you won't listen to reason here. All the signs are there. All right, it's from a loneliness and a desperation just to be with somebody, just to have somebody claim again, some, you want ownership over you, or just to be able to say that you're in a relationship and the connection. You've seen all these things. You may know this person has a history of cheating, having multiple women, all that, but for today, it's you. You're Susan today. Is Lisa on Thursday. Some of you are fine with that, all right? But with this holiday season and the climate and everything that's going on, there will be a lot of proposals here. Exactly what you're aligning with. Know exactly what you are signing up for. A lot of this, again, is parasitic energy. And from, unfortunately, as we are seeing for a lot of women, with these men snapping and just murdering them, like, be careful, okay? A lot of pressure is going to be applied here, all right? Have some discernment about that, because you see that coffin card, all right? For whoever this is for, the signs here, okay? And you have a history with this person, okay? You may have felt like they weren't ever the type or whatever, but for whatever reason this season, they're going to propose. This is somebody you've had issues with. They have karmic toxic traits, all right? I would advise you not to do that. And I understand in this climate, it's scary as hell, because a lot of women are dying simply because of rejection or just to say no. So again, women, especially feminines, move carefully. Masculines, get a baby. Okay? Seek help, figure it out. Whether you got away with it yesterday, the price of yesterday is not the price of today. And with this energy and how the planets are aligned, the bag just went up for a lot of this karmic energy that's being displayed here. These feminines are not dying in vain. Trust that. You will have some sick and distorted masculines out here looking at this energy and feeling like it's an opportunity, like it's a green light to basically have at it. All right. There are some distorted feminines out here too. Also, there was a woman last month killed her husband and killed herself. All right. It's time. Okay. Take off your glasses when it comes to these connections, and based off of your history with that person, some of you need to really figure out how to extricate yourself. And for a lot of you, that may mean a physical move. All right. It's not easy to remove a parasite here, but for some of you, that's what you have in your field. All right. And you need to be uh, diligent. Okay. Artificial heart. The signs will have been there. And for a lot of you, the mirror is so, I mean, it's so crystal clear now, and it's really, 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 really painful. But you're now understanding that if you're going to save yourself and basically save the rest of your life and have any chance of real happiness and true love, it's undeniable now. Again, true pressure here. It's like, oh, you think you love this motherfucker? Oh, you think this is the one? You think this is one? Skirt, reverse, basically. And it's dark and it's painful. And then even taking love out of it and then just putting that in these family toxic, putrid is what I just heard. Putrid family connections that you have, people that you're sticking around just out of love, but they don't love you. That's been the hardest fucking shit, man. To like really, for those of you that are experiencing that, are going through that, when you really examine how certain people in your family move and how they've moved towards you, or at you, past, present, and now moving into the future, and you like, damn, this motherfucker really don't love me. This person really don't. I mean, this person really snaked me. This person, some of you, it's time. You need to go get some. You need to detox, cleanse. All right. You have a lot of parasitic attachments here. So it's something about that family though that it hurt different. It always will. Again, that's what it says in the Bible. It's like, man, if it was a snake, you know, whatever, cool. You know, if it was on the street that played me, that knifed me, cool. If it was my boss, cool. If it was that nigga, cool. But no, it was my brother. It was my family. A lot of you, man, it's hitting me hard. I don't know how the rest of y'all dealing. You know what I mean? It's hitting me hard, but it's necessary. All right. We say we want true happiness. We say we want unconditional love. We say the vision is still here. Happiness is still here. I'm hearing utopia is still here. It's just how hard are you willing to fight to get out of your self-imposed bubble to really get it? Are you willing to cut those connections? Are you willing to be alone? Are you willing to be by yourself? Are you willing to heal? And realize that you can't heal everybody else and you can't do the work for everybody else. And so you need to close the door on what's draining you. Please be careful. Okay. For those of you in the romantic connections here about these proposals, I won't cry for you no more. Revenge obsessions. All right. Some of you will have people, they got tendencies, they got ticks, but you already know this. Okay. You already know this. Some of you are in very, very delicate situations where if you tell somebody no, it could go left. Like I don't know, but I'm seeing a lot of proposals and things like that going left. Rejection, like that with this energy, especially with this Venus and RX. People, masculines, every very, 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 very sensitive. Okay, so beware of how you move, beware of how you speak, beware of how you communicate. If you've already decided to extricate, I'm hearing that a lot, extricate yourself from someone, then move silently. Gray rock method, for those of you that have dealt with narcissists and all of that. Gray rock stealth, like is okay. Really examine. because some of you, there will be women that accept some of these proposals, and it'll be the last thing you hear from, no cap. And I really hate to be like that, but I have to tell you the energy that's out here. I've really been channeling and asking about this for the past, what's going on, like why is it so violent and volatile with couple, like, man, they don't care if you're pregnant, that like what is this here? And a lot of these they don't pray, they don't, them b-boys and them thugs and all that you think is cute or is glamorized and all of that, and then you can't even say that it's that, because homeboy that killed the his pregnant ex-girlfriend and the his wife, and I spoke about this in the other reading. I feel like I have to keep speaking about it because I literally feel the energy of these women's spirit, like, it's in the news, and then that's it. It's becoming such a trend, it's becoming such a thing that nobody is speaking about us. And I just hear wails from the other side, like, no, remember me, speak about the guy who killed. He was a fucking anesthesiologist, like making $200K a year. That lets you know at the end of the day, money don't move or mean nothing if somebody's snapping crazy. But again, there are always signs there, so be very, very careful. Okay, people are losing their jobs. There's a lot of polarizing energy out here, and that is by design. But this is the good news. Is this the perfect time for the next day to be the best days of your life here. If you don't delude yourself, if you call a spade, if you. But that's what's lurking in the shadow, okay? If you know this person got a problem, if you know this person, then don't marry that. Don't just, like, don't. I know that's probably hard, depending on how and what manner they propose to you, but it's work. I feel like, I don't know. I'm talking to somebody in particular. I feel like the manner wherever they propose or something like that, it may be awkward to say no, but I feel like if you say yes and then you try to go back later and say no, like somebody snaps out here. So just please be careful. Before Christmas is even here, if you know this is your story and you feel like you kind of sense something in the air, just say something. Sometimes you got to be slick. Be like, oh my, I can't wait to whenever you propose. I always like this movie where they propose in the field. Just something that makes it clear you don't want it in front of everybody or something. Like, I don't know, but I feel that for somebody. I don't know who it's kind of making my heart hurt. I feel like somebody's gonna get proposed to, and it's going to go left, and it's going to be something else. So please be careful about that. The energy is very, very sensitive here. For most of you, you have some parasites in your life. These are jobs, these are friendship, these are family members. All right. Some of them will react violently to you changing your mind, to you choosing yourself. Leave calmly. Don't make a scene. But don't say nothing. Some of you are just going to have to ghost. All right. Expect pushback. Expect because how hard is it to pull a parasite out? It's going to be hard. All right. But some of you, these energies are hurting you guys so much and just like draining the life out of you. So it's either you or them. Okay. And that's what you're going to be feeling and understanding moving into 22. Basically, it's either you or them, and you only get one life. Okay. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm not even going to pull any happy cards because I feel like it's just what needs to be said needs to be said. Okay. This is all about shadow energy. All right. Shadow aspects, the dark energies, the underbellies. All right. This is what some of you need to watch out for and prepare for and deal with. if you're going to have any chance at this true happiness that you've been envisioning. All right. And some of you need to get them out before 2022 because that's already going to be a crunch and madness as it is with the economy and everything that the government has planned for us. You don't want to go into a hard or challenging times with a crazy person. Or whatever, you know what I mean? So get those people that are leeching, mooching off of you. Those fake, like you got clear all of that out because you're gonna have enough shit to deal with. Period. In 2022. Okay, it could be just that cut and dry if you need a reason. All right, it's like what baggage do I need to drop off or leave circling at the airport in baggage claim? Okay, and not take that into 2022 with me because if you do, it's going to be detrimental to you. All right, these people will take everything, you and everything around you down. Somebody else can do that. I just saw that. That's an elaborate trick here. But if y'all go on a trip or something like, I don't know how you get away with this person, but y'all supposed to go somewhere or something. You could set it up to where you excuse yourself and go hop on another plane. I don't know. Somebody needs to make some kind of escape from somebody. Sis, you're gonna have to get real creative, but it can be done. Okay. Listen, like this video. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. However, this resonates for you or whatever you're going through or experiencing during this Venus retrograde period. You can also book a reading with me. I am accepting them right now. All right, like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hey, if you want to tip the bartender, me, all right, because you appreciated this and you want to send some love my way, you could do that monthly on Patreon or below by Cash App or PayPal. I love you with the highest love. 1.